Hey guys, this is a trigger warning. This video will be discussing relapse and substance use. So if that is upsetting, I totally understand, but this is a video that you should skip if you don't want to listen. Hi guys. So when I tell you guys that I never, ever thought that I would be making a video like this, nothing could be truer than those words. This video is going to be about I don't even want to call it drama because it's so much more serious than drama. What I want to talk about today is everything surrounding Jessica Kent. And Jessica Kent, if you guys don't know, she is a really big YouTuber. She does a lot of like prison content and recovery type of content. I found her ages ago, and years ago I came across this channel called After Prison Show, and I probably found that channel in sometime in early 2016. And one day this girl Jessica Kent shows up on my YouTube homepage. So I clicked on her video and watched what she had to say. I really liked the way that she spoke, the way she explained things. She had a really interesting life that I was intrigued with, the way that she was able to tell a story. I've mentioned her a few times on my channel. I'm always very reluctant to give YouTuber recommendations to you guys because I give a recommendation and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, but you said you like this person. Well, what about this, this, and this? And y'all are friends, right? So you support that, and it just becomes it can become a very sticky situation, is what I'm trying to say here. Because it can get sticky very quickly, I just try to limit myself on who I'm telling you guys to watch. If I mention someone in passing, no, that doesn't mean that I'm their friend. No, it doesn't mean that I support everything they say and do. Most people understand that. But there are a select few who think that just because you mention someone, you're building bonfires with them and, camping every weekend. And that's just not the way that it goes. But either way, I digress. Jessica is someone who I have watched grow on YouTube. I think when I found her, she had around 30,000 subscribers, maybe. Her channel was small. She might have even had less than that when I found her. She might have been around 20,000 when I found her. And that's just really crazy to me. I watched her channel grow, and back when I first found her, I said, oh, wow, this girl has 20,000 subscribers. That's so awesome. And now I have over 20,000 subscribers, and I'm so grateful each and every day for my little community. It's all just a numbers thing at the end of the day. Like, some people might not care about that, but I look at my subscriber number and it really means something to me. So either way, that was just a side thought. But Jessica is also how I found Christina Randall, and I don't watch Christina's channel any longer because she got away from her original content, and that's what brought me to her channel, and that's just the way that it is sometimes. Jessica is someone who I've really enjoyed and I have supported, and over the last year, I've not been watching as much of her channel just because I'm really busy. Most of y'all know that. I work full time. I'm working on my own content. In between working, living my normal life, working on my own content, trying to talk to you guys who watch my videos and all of that, I just have very limited time on the videos that I can watch, and I haven't been watching as much of her channel. Am I still a subscriber? Yes, I am. But over the past couple of weeks, I have tried to catch up on what's been going on with her. And she has decided to go ahead and bring her YouTube audience along for this new chapter that she is in her life. And I'll be really honest with you guys, I was a little off-put by the amount of oversharing that was being done. She was talking a lot for her ex-partner. They were engaged, so I will refer to him as her ex-fiance. She was sharing a lot on his behalf about his relapse, his struggles with substances, and it was a little off-putting because this guy is also the father to one of her children. He's actually the father to both, but biologically speaking, they had one child together, basically. But he was a really big part of her channel, and she was sharing a lot in terms of what he was struggling with. And I'm someone who, I don't necessarily like when other people tell someone's story for them, specifically when it comes to addiction, recovery, mental health. I just kind of think that if that person wants to share, then they can get on a video and share it themselves. Even if it's on her channel, he could have gotten on a video and said, hey, this is what I'm comfortable with sharing. Here's a video, whatever. But on top of sharing how he had relapsed, she also was sharing about how he was physically mistreating her. And as far as that goes, that's something that she experienced, and if she wanted to share it, then obviously she's going to do what she wants to do. But because of the type of content that I make and kind of my opinions that have been formed around privacy and oversharing when it comes to children, I automatically think of how is this going to affect her kids. All of this kind of playing out on a public stage. And as some of y'all might know, I come from divorced parents. My parents divorced before I was even 1 year old. I have no memory of them living in the same household or anything like that. They did go through a very colorful custody situation. And to be honest, I could not imagine if that had played out on the internet. Okay, I'm going to get parked and then I will continue talking. Give me 1 second. I saw the amount of oversharing. I thought about how it would impact her children. I put myself in that situation and have empathy for kids who are having their parents' separation play out on a public stage that is the internet. I didn't really care for it too much, but I also wanted to see what else was going to unfold with this situation. I was concerned for Jessica's mental health. I was concerned for what else might unfold based on the fact that she said that she was scared and had to get a protective order. She has to get a bodyguard. She was very scared. So I felt very nervous about the situation. Well, then a couple of days ago, another prison TikToker who has shared part of her story decided to come on the TikTok and share that she had been living with Jessica Kent and outed text messages that she and Jessica allegedly were having back and forth between one another. And in these text messages, there were all kinds of really bad things that, if true, make Jessica look very, very bad. Things about her relapsing, CPS being involved, drug dealers being at her house, prostitutes being at her house, partying happening, drugs being sold out of her house. And all of these are really serious allegations.
Video that everyone has been waiting for, or videos that everyone's been waiting for, is my rebuttal to Jessica Kent and what really went on in her house. So much went on in her house that she asked me to sign a non-disclosure act when I left, which there was no notary, no lawyers, it was some bullshit, so fuck her. But this is just to establish that Jason is her boyfriend. I'm sure you guys have all heard her talk about Jason, and this is her boyfriend, and it will be relevant in the videos to come. So this is just her letting me know that they're gonna fuck in the basement before they come upstairs. So I did go to Jessica's house to try to get sober. That was the idea behind going there, not knowing what I was walking into. Here is a text from my first day there. So I came to her house about 8:30 in the morning, and I woke up about 12:30 to her and her boyfriend frantically telling me CPS was at their house because someone had called and told CPS that she was dating a drug dealer and that she was doing drugs. Later that day, she went to Walmart and bought cleansing drinks and drank 2 of them to cleanse her urine because she had to go take a drug test for CPS or what have you. And this was on a Friday, so she got caught cleaning her urine with CPS. They caught her tampering with her urine. So then she had to go back and take another one, which she diluted with water. They caught her diluting it with water. So then they called her back for a third one, but I was gone by the time the third one happened. So hold on, let me show you some more screenshots. This is Jessica asking me to come here if I want shots or a mixed drink or what have you, and letting me know that there is a hooker in her basement. You'll have to pause that to read it. So, as well as many other tweakers. So the house was full of people doing drugs. Of course I relapsed. I mean, there were drugs all around me. Hold on. I'm running out of time and I don't want to make 7 videos. So here is some more screenshots of me letting her know what was going on in her house while she was asleep. You'll have to pause it to read. Pause it, read it. Here's the rest of that screenshot. Pause it, read it. I'm running out of time. Pause it, read it. And here's the rest of it. Just to show you that she's aware of everything that's going on in her house. So Jessica has relapsed and is dating a drug dealer.
You have people on 2 sides of the coin here. Some people are saying, oh, this girl Mindy is a clout chaser. She faked the screenshots. Don't believe it. Then the other side of the coin is saying, well, I do believe it because I don't think that she would fake the screenshots. So obviously people are coming up with their opinions on that situation. Here's what I will say. Number 1, do people fake screenshots? Yes. Is it the majority? No. Number 2, aside from allegations flying around and all of this kind of stuff, there are 2 things that I hope for this situation. Number 1, I hope that her children are okay. Number 2, I hope that the adults in this situation, being the parents, Jessica and her ex-fiance Reese, I hope that they are both getting the help that they need, because it is not easy to go through a situation like that. And more importantly, once you decide to make it public, You're not only going through it in your personal life, but you also have the internet sharing their opinions. That's why, in my opinion, it is so important to keep things offline, keep things confidential, protect situations that you might be experiencing in real life, protect it from the internet, keep it offline, keep it hush hush, unless it's something that you absolutely can't. But if children are involved, the internet should not also be throwing their opinion into the ring. I really struggle with this because I really like Jessica. I felt like she was one of the few who hadn't completely changed with her YouTube channel growing. I felt like she stayed true to herself. I have had some, cordial interactions with her. I've seen videos and said, hey, good video, whatever, really surface level stuff. But it saddens me to see the things that people will make public. And the thing that I will say about these screenshots is that Mindy said that she took them down because Jessica was at her ex-fiance's house and they did some negotiating, so all of the videos came down. They said, let's squash it, done.
I know everyone is just sitting around waiting for some Jessica Kent, Mindy Scorpio 2 drama. Obviously, I witnessed that today. But I am going to explain why I took the videos down and how that went about. So Reese called me, which is Jessica's father of her children, and Jessica was at his house, and she negotiated through him. She would take her videos down if I would take my videos down. That doesn't mean I don't stand behind my videos. That doesn't mean I was lying about anything that I said. All the screenshots were true. Everything, all the information I shared with you really did happen. But I took the videos down because I wanted the videos down of myself. Did I fuck up at Jessica's house? I did. I did that. And I'm not going to play the blame game, and I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with what happened or why or how. I made a mistake and I paid for it dearly. So I am sober now, and I want to talk about my sobriety journey going forward. I don't want to be stuck in the past, and I don't want any more drama about me and Jessica anymore, and I don't want any more questions. So we took the videos down because she didn't want the information up there about hers, and I didn't want the information up there about me for my kids. So that's it. That's all. Goodbye.
Man, the internet can be a cutthroat ass place, behind the scenes and otherwise, and sometimes people want to build you up just to tear you down. I have always been a very polarizing person on the internet. Either you love me or you hate me, and I get so much hate that sometimes it's so loud in my mind that I can't really differentiate between hate or someone trying to hold me accountable. And I should be held accountable. I should be told when I'm wrong. And I will own that all day long. I am not blameless in anything. I am not perfect. I'm a human being, and I make mistakes all the time. So I want to say that I was wrong, and I'm sorry. I was wrong for posting the videos that I posted. Having said that, I do want to address some things. So many of you have watched me and supported me for years and showed me nothing but love and kindness and support. And because of that, I have felt more and more comfortable to share things online. And there's been a lot going on in my life to the point where I'm like, bad, I'm gonna stand up for myself. I'm gonna post this, I'm gonna post that. And at the end of the day, I should have known better, and I messed up. I hate that you guys are worried about me. That's not my intention. I don't want you guys to worry. I am sober. I'm not tampering with drug tests. My babies are fine and they're safe. But who I may or may not be sleeping with at any given time is my personal business, and I'm allowed to keep some things private. That's a big one, right? Who I hang out with and where I go and what I do outside of my responsibilities as a mother is also my private business. And I do a lot of things offline that are positive, that are still me being true to who I am, but it could be perceived differently, right? CPS was called on me by someone that knew me very well. Are they ever going to give me a name? No, but the report was very detailed, very specific, and it's okay. It's okay. I did take a few drug tests, and they have to keep testing you if the allegations are drug use. They have to test you a few times to make sure that you are okay, and I am having my lawyer get the report just to show you guys, just because I built a brand on authenticity, and the drug test report will come back, and I will show that to you guys. I don't have to, but I will. I want to do that. I am sober. I didn't relapse. And my struggle with alcohol that began earlier of last year, I'm doing really good with it. Do I still drink sometimes? Yeah. I'm in long-term recovery, and the symptoms of the disease of addiction are active use. And thankfully, I'm not there. In regards to what medication I am taking, that is also a personal thing between me and my doctors, and I'm also allowed to keep that private. I am really sorry that I let y'all down and I made this mistake. I know I was wrong. I'm going to just keep fighting every day to stay in recovery, whatever that looks like to me. Love y'all.
My big question is, if you are so scared that you need a bodyguard, why is it that you're at this person's house when you have a protective order against them? That was just an observation. Again, I want to come at this with a really gentle tone. Not because I followed Jessica and I liked her for so long, but more importantly, because I think that this is a very fragile situation and I am nervous as to what might come out next. And I just think that there needs to be a little bit of calm when discussing the situation. I am very, very, very nervous for her children. And in the same sentence, I can also say, I hope that the adults are okay and I hope that they are getting the help that they need. But there's a YouTube channel, Captain Napton, I think. I will link their video down below if you guys want a little bit more in-depth rundown of this situation. But it is unfortunate. And, you know, when you decide to make private things public, you can't reel it back in. It's already out there. Screenshots exist. You know, all of this kind of stuff. Like, I would never come on and share my partner's relapse, their, you know, struggles, whatever, with my YouTube audience. I would never, ever, ever do that because it's not my journey to share with the internet. Now, if they want to come on and talk about that, that's a completely different conversation. But I would never do that on a monetized YouTube video because it makes me feel icky, and that's my personal opinion. Again, as far as the screenshots, some people say they're fake because this Mindy girl is a clout chaser. Other people say they're real. Either could be true, but if they are real and things were unfolding in that household that are absolutely unimaginable to me, it goes back to, I surely hope that her kids are okay and I hope that she gets the help that she needs. It's a really sad situation, but I did want to address it because I've mentioned Jessica a few times. I did get a few questions about it, and, you know, ask and you shall receive. I am being as transparent as I can be with this situation, and I don't want to come on and just, I've seen some other opinions that have been very harsh, and that's what I will say. And me personally, I'm not going to come at this with a harsh tone, but I did want to at least address it. So that's going to be it for now. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.